A feeling that lasted less than 2 minutes may still be running your life years later. Have you ever experienced a fleeting moment of embarrassment or a passing feeling of anger that lingers longer than the event itself did? Perhaps you made a reckless comment in a meeting and it unsettled you for days, or a small rejection still pulls at your heart years later. These experiences may seem trivial on the surface, yet they can shape the tapestry of our identities over time. In essence, our emotions may be temporary, but the stories that we attach to them can forge a lifelong path. And there's neuroscience behind this. When we encounter emotional stimuli, our brains react by triggering chemical and electrical responses. And this process activates our nervous system, shaping how we perceive and how we react to the world around us. Think of it as a tailor cutting the fabric of our emotional wardrobe, determining how each piece fits in to our identity. The initial reaction that might have lasted just seconds can become intertwined with our personal narrative, our life experiences, creating emotional reinforcement loops that form our reactions and our belief system. And every time we replay an emotional experience in our minds, whether it's a moment of an embarrassment or rejection, we reinforce that grip over time over us. The emotional memory begins to influence our choices and our behaviors, eventually tailoring our reactions to similar situations in the future. This is why I specialize in emotions, because they drive behaviors. This is how seemingly harmless feeling can crystallize into defining the future and the features of our identity. Repetition leads to identity formation. The more we dwell on a specific emotion, the more it becomes integrated into our sense of self, of who we are. And emotional memory versus objective reality may be two very different things because our emotional experiences often bend the truth. It colors our perception of our reality and it steers our future decision making. And I've wrote a lot about this before. So let's explore some common emotional experiences and how they can tailor our identities. Let's say you get embarrassment, and that embarrassment leads to anxiety. A brief moment of embarrassment can lead to an internal narrative that forms fears around our social interactions. You might start to shy away from gatherings or conversations just to avoid that uncomfortable feeling, labeling ourselves as socially anxious. Rejection can lead to a fear of intimacy. A single experience of rejection might convince us that being vulnerable is dangerous, and this makes it difficult to forge new relationships or even to let love in. Criticism can lead to perfectionism. Constructive feedback can feel like an attack, propelling us toward an endless quest for perfection in order to hide our perceived flaws. Failure can lead to chronic doubt, self-doubt. A pattern of viewing failure as an indicator of unworthiness can knock on the door of self-doubt, closing out opportunities for growth and exploration of new possibilities. So the bottom line is this. Just as a wardrobe audit, going through and cleaning out that closet, can refresh your style, examining the emotional clothes we wear can often help us adjust the fit of our new identities. So here's a few tips to help guide you to restyling your inner world. First, reflect. Pause and identify emotions that still echo in your experiences. What feelings continue to shape your responses today? Next, reframe. Consider how you can reshape the narratives associated with those emotions. What would it look like to reinterpret embarrassment as a simple human moment rather than a defining characteristic? Next, practice new responses. Craft new techniques for handling situations where these emotions might pop up again. Experiment with responding in a fresh way. For instance, breathing deeply rather than retreating. Seek support. Surround yourself with people you can call on to help define a new silhouette for your identity. A gentle reminder of your worth can help if you're tailoring your emotional wardrobe all alone. It's true, our emotional experiences often leave lasting impressions, but these impressions don't have to dictate our future. Instead of allowing an old emotion to continue selecting your path, give yourself permission to rewrite the story that it tells. Remember, you don't need to become someone new. You just need to dress your mind in something that fits you now. So, which old emotion is still choosing your future? Let's restyle that together gently. And for those of you that have read my book, Go Fetch Yourself, let's look how this shows up in our dog archetypes. The leader dog is going to convert frustration into long-term impatience, and this will become a pattern. The connector dog is going to convert rejection into a chronic need for validation. The steady companion dog is going to convert conflict into an avoidance pattern. And the thoughtful observer dog will convert uncertainty into a perfectionism loop. One moment, four completely different lifelong patterns. And the secret is you get to choose how you want to look at it, reframe it, and move forward. I'm Roberta Fernandez, your mind stylist.